I remember Alok Chandra Deb as a stern grandfather, a man of lofty principles but wide interests, a person with something of a loud voice and a quick temper, but also, as I discovered over the years, of enormous generosity under a gruff exterior. His vision for schooling was ahead of its time, as many old students have testified. And teaching was as much about character, citizenship, and preparation for leadership as it was about literature or science or history. Grit and endurance were of immense value in his scale of values. How are we to understand our challenges and address them? To take on this enormous subject, I believe we have chosen well.
We are privileged to have with us as our chief guest, Dr. Shashi Tharoor. I now request Ms. Roy to please present our chief guest with a token of our appreciation. We are honored, sir.
May you live in interesting times, it's been said, and these are interesting times.
The Nirbhaya case was a major turning point in her life when she became increasingly engaged with laws dealing with anti-rape and sexual harassment of women in India.
But there's another saying, don't let a crisis go to waste, because each crisis is an opportunity.
It really is a pleasure to address all of you today. This platform and this occasion provides a welcome opportunity to pay tribute to Sri Alok Chandra Deb, who established the Cambridge School in 1931. Now schools, I guess, in the plural, an institution that I'm really happy to note has achieved remarkable success and growth and has led to the creation of these 5 branches in the National Capital Region, and of course has brought you all together in this room for this occasion. I used to live in America working for the UN and was frequently asked to talk about India. And I would always say, if you guys call yourself a melting pot, we're not in India. We're not a melting pot. What we are is a thali. We're a collection of different dishes in different bowls. They all taste different. They don't necessarily mix with each other, so they don't flow into each other. But they belong together on the same platter, and they combine on your palate to give you a satisfying repast. That is the India that I believe in and that I celebrate.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
I Ayushi Singh from Cambridge School, Greater Noida. So what changes would you like to see in the education policy?
I think at the school levels, we need desperately to encourage more creativity. I was glad to see in the film that Cambridge School does some of that, because our terrible problem in our education system is the culture left behind from the Edwardian era in Britain, where the teacher dictates, the textbook tells you what to read, and you have to regurgitate those two things in your examinations. Einstein once wrote a letter to a school in Brazil when he said, "Why should you be a chicken when you can be a lark?" And that's a beautiful way of looking at it. Why should you confine yourself to the limitations of the textbook and the teacher, when the whole idea that you need in life is the ability to think beyond both for yourself and come up with out-of-the-box approaches and solutions. Thank you all. You've been a great audience.
Thank you so much, Dr. Tharoor.
Apart from the gems that have been imbibed from some of the memorable lectures given from the stage today, I am sure everyone from within the Cambridge family will celebrate the learning gleaned from the entire process of putting this event together and feel proud that you one more time learnt to serve. Thank you very much.